If there's one thing Orlando, Florida has plenty of, that would be roller coasters. I don't know if Orlando could be considered the roller coaster capital of the world necessarily, but there are certainly a lot of them here. And one of them is a favorite of some, not everybody, but it is enjoyed by many, and that is the RIDE ROCKIT roller coaster over at Universal Studios Orlando. Now, this roller coaster has been in operation for 15 years, and it has undergone some things that no other roller coaster has undergone in history, such as being attacked by sharks during a Sharknado. Yes, it was part of that funny movie Sharknado, I think it was 3, where there was a huge Sharknado storm here in Orlando, Florida. It's kind of funny, but yes, other than that, the RIDE ROCKIT roller coaster, it was enjoyed by many because you could choose a song, you could get on it. It was quite the thrill. But after 15 years in operation, it looks like it's going away. So it's time to say RIP to the RIDE ROCKIT roller coaster here in Orlando, Florida. All right, so today we're going to be covering a story out of Orlando Park Stop, I believe. Let's get this on the screen for you. There it is, Orlando Park Stop. And it is Hollywood RIDE ROCKIT to be replaced at Universal Studios Florida, according to new permit. This was written on December the 26th, or came out on December the 26th, written by Alicia Stella, Theme Park News, Theme Park Rumors. And there it is, a photo description. It is the RIDE ROCKIT roller coaster. And just so you can see what it looks like, I have personally been on this roller coaster. I'm just going to share with you real quick a photo of mine that I personally took. I believe this was 2010, so this was early on. The way this ride would work, you would go straight up that first hill. I mean, straight up, like literally, what is it, 90 degrees? Is that how that works? Anyway, yeah, it's straight up towards the sky. So when you first get on the coaster and it starts out, you're going straight up towards the sky. And then once you get to that first hill, then it is quite the thrill from there. It just keeps going. Pretty fun coaster, but it's down a lot. See, this coaster has some problems dealing with the wind. So yeah, I would expect it's probably time to replace it. And let's see what this article has to say. Let's see what Alicia has to say. Hollywood RIDE ROCKIT to be replaced at Universal Studios Florida, according to new permit. Updated on December the 27th, 2024, Universal confirms RIDE ROCKIT will be closing early September 2025 to make way for a new experience. They say more details to be revealed later. Universal Orlando is planning to demolish Hollywood RIDE ROCKIT and replace it with a new, larger attraction at Universal Studios Florida. This all according to new water drainage permits filed with South Florida Water Management District this week. The plans call for several new buildings to be built, 2 larger ones to be added in the New York section of the park. Let's check on permits as well as other recently filed documents in today's news update. See the video version of the story below for additional visuals. All right, so there's the RIDE ROCKIT. There's a more distant view than the photo I showed you earlier. Filed publicly on December the 23rd, just before 2024 wraps up. These documents show the project location and its possible environmental impact to Florida's water systems. And here are those documents. The projected location. You can see the parking structures there. Overall project map location according to documents filed with the SFWMD. The project outline is around the existing Hollywood RIDE ROCKIT roller coaster attraction at Universal Studios Florida. And there are the plans. Well, the plans include the permits filed are called improvements. These documents are for the removal of a ride and the construction of a new ride. So you can see Universal request for determination, South Florida Water Management District. The applicant Michael Denny, Senior Director, Development and External Affairs, Universal Destinations and Experiences, 1000 Universal Studios Plaza, Orlando, Florida, 32819. And the engineer firm is Macintosh Associates and LJA Company. So you can see that permit right there. There's all, we don't need to get into the details of that, but recent documents showing Intamin as contractor for upcoming work at the park. Orange County Comptroller Intamin is currently working on a roller coaster attraction at Epic Universe theme, How to Train Your Dragon, as well as the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster in Universal Studios Hollywood. Rumors for a replacement of Hollywood RIDE ROCKIT being an East Coast version of the Hollywood Drift Coaster have been floating around, but the location of new buildings for this upcoming coaster project may spark new theories. Ooh. What are these new theories, they say? As seen in the project limits plan above, the outline for this upcoming project encompasses more land than where the current rocket coaster sits. Some of this additional space is due to erosion and water drainage concerns, which is likely why the outline continues all the way to the edge of the City Walk Lagoon. However, additional space found on the left side of the image, which includes a part of the backstage parking lot, is included for more than just drainage concerns. What could they be doing? What could they be up to with this brand new coaster that is replacing the R.I.P. RIDE ROCKIT, which is about to rest in peace? It is about to rip. The image above shows a before and after for the project site. The current state of the area seen at the top of the image. The bottom image shows how the site will be changed, which includes addition of 3 new buildings. One small structure can be seen on the right, which may be for electrical or some other type of mechanical support. The 2 larger new buildings are to be added on the left side, which is in the New York area of Universal Studios Florida. One of them is in the backstage parking lot area near Soundstage 24. The second building, which is within guest areas, appears to be taking over a section of the extended queue for Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. So this is the area located directly behind the firehouse facade facing New York, which was the original entrance to the former Ghostbusters Spooktacular show at Universal Studios Florida in the 1990s. Could this new attraction, which is taking over the footprint of R.I.P. RIDE ROCKIT and adding new buildings that could be used for queue, station, or maintenance, possibly be based on the Ghostbusters franchise? Or is this location just coincidence, as this is where they had space that allows them to move the entrance away from the newly formed Minion Land where Rocket's entrance sits now? We shall see. Now, see, you can see in the picture here that the R.I.P. RIDE ROCKIT coaster actually does go through some of the buildings and some of the facades of their downtown New York facade area at Universal Studios Hollywood. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. This upcoming project, which is known as Project 830 in documents and encompasses 6.27 acres, is listed as in review and has a deadline of January 22nd, 2025 to be approved or extended. We should hopefully see new permits and documents early in the new year if the project moves forward. It is not known if the notice of commencement showing Intamin is related to this project, as they could have been providing maintenance to their existing Escape from Gringotts in the same park, for all we know. So there's the story. There's a couple of other things. There's some interesting track details for other, different launch coaster that they have. We really don't know yet exactly what they are planning on doing there, but all I can say is it's smart on Universal's part, because while Disney is replacing rides that did not need to be replaced, like Splash Mountain with something like Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which has not gone well at all. We all know that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is it's been a bust, to say the least. This looks like something that is what I would call a wise engineering or imagineering decision. If it were Disney, it would be imagineering. And that is to replace something that doesn't work so well with something better, an actual improvement. What a concept. And proper theming and everything else. So I'm very excited, very happy that this project is going forward. And it looks like what they're doing over at Universal Studios is taking what they have now. They're adding Epic Universe, a brand new, amazing park, and they're going to build and expand from there with greater ideas for other attractions, better attractions at the current Universal parks, as well as being able to eventually expand the Epic Universe. 2025 is going to be one heck of a year for Universal. Don't know that I can say the same for Disney, but we shall see. How about you guys? What are your thoughts? Sound off in the comments below. Are you excited that something is replacing Rip Ride Rockit? Do you have memories on Rip Ride Rockit that you wish would, that want to go away, that they would just like refurbish and improve it? Or do you approve of the idea that they're going to tear it down and build an entirely new and maybe improved coaster? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't already done so, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell, because when you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. Thanks so much for watching today. Until next time, we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.